Hi, Earliers. It is time for us to open the next frame in our mystery gallery. On Friday, we opened number 8, which means today we will be opening number 9. Let's have a look. This looks very, very different from anything we have seen so far. We've been looking at a lot of paintings. I can give you a little clue. This is not a painting. I'm going to tell you the name of this one, the title of it, but this lady, Barbara Hepworth, who made this, what she named it, and then you can have a little guess what it could be. So she named this The Family of Man. What do you think the picture is going to show? A family? Who do we have in our family? Mom, dad, grandma, granddad, brothers, sisters, babies, cats. It says the family of man. Could be a lot of men, a lot of boys in this family, maybe. So as I said, this is not a painting. This is a photo of Barbara Hepworth's art. Hold it here for you. Make sure you can see it well. She has made sculptures. What shapes can you see? Squares, rectangles. Is a circle? Circle missing? Another one. You notice that anything special about these shapes is that they're kind of wide. So instead of our shapes that we learned about being very flat, these shapes are they're a little wider. There, now you can see it a bit better. What materials do you think the artist used for her sculptures? Do you think she painted anything? Paper? Maybe not for outside. Might fall apart. Clay, perhaps? Wood? How do we think the artist made these sculptures? What do you think? How big do you think the sculptures are? Look at the little plants in the background. They are quite tall. Why do you think these are standing outside and not inside? Maybe because they're so big, perhaps? Could there be a story to the sculptures? Story about a family of man? How did these sculptures make you feel? No, they put a smile to my face. They're quite fun. So these sculptures were made by an artist called Barbara Hepworth. We'll have a little look in a minute where she lived, but she was fascinated by shapes and by nature and liked to use this in her artwork. And you're going to be making your very own sculpture. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. Let's have a little look at Barbara Hepworth. So Barbara Hepworth comes from the United Kingdom, and before we find the United Kingdom, let's see if we can find Denmark again. Do you remember where it was? Can you point at it? Yeah, this green blob here is Denmark. That's where we all are right now. And the United Kingdom, oh, it's behind the red arrow. Do you remember I did this last time? Let's turn it around. Flip them over. Because we had someone else. Bridget Riley from Friday. She also comes from the United Kingdom. There we go. That was this long shape here. England, the United Kingdom. and Barbara Hepworth made lots and lots of sculptures. Can you see what this sculpture here is made of? Good look. It is made out of wood. So she used to carve big, big tree trunks down and polish them and give them a little layer of lacquer so they shined really nicely, got this glaze over them. She used bronze for these, and I'm thinking that looks a lot like the family of man that we just looked at. So now we know that that most likely is also made out of bronze. She also liked to do a stone. This one here is carved out of stone. Very pretty, big, white stone that she would chip little pieces of bit by bit with a hammer and a long nail or a long metal stick. Lots and lots of hard work to make these statues. Now, I would like you to make some statues too. I am not going to ask you to go outside, drag in a big piece of wood and start carving or start pouring any bronze. I think that would be a little ambitious. So for you, I would like to ask you to make statues of your family. But this is what you can use. Do you see anything? Neither do I. I thought maybe you could be creative. Perhaps you have some boxes at home. Cardboard boxes, storage boxes you could use. Staple them on top of each other and make your statues. Maybe you would like to use, see if you can guess what this is. Maybe you would like to use, you see what it is? Lego. Maybe you'd like to make your family statues out of Lego. And remember, statues, sculptures, there were no eyes on the sculptures that Barbara Hepworth made. So yours don't have to have eyes on them. You can be as creative as you'd like to be. Perhaps you've got some card rolls lying around at home that you could also use. Maybe you have Duplo, maybe you have wooden blocks you could use for it. I know some of you told me you also have these at home. Yep, that's right. Those are the plusser. Perhaps you could build a statue out of that. Nothing is too crazy to use. Maybe you've got some cups, which you could put upside down, stack them on top of each other. The only requirement that I have, so the only thing that you have to do, is try to see if you can build your sculptures, your statues of your family members tall. It doesn't have to be gigantic big like Hepworth made, but they need to be standing up. Then when you're done, you have to take a picture of them and then see if your family members can help you to put them up on the Padlet, so that at the end of the day you can go in and have a look at everyone's creative sculptures. And with a bit of luck, we will all have sculptures of our family members that look very, very different. If you'd like to make one sculpture of your of one of the members of your family in blocks and the other one in Lego and the other one in toilet rolls, that is all up to you. I'm going to try to see if I can do the same today, and I will also put the picture up at the end of the day today, because I have not done this activity yet. Yeah, have fun with it again. Exciting, nice to do some construction. And remember that the title of your sculptures is family. Have fun. Bye bye.